The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between
I don't like
the
balloons.
Cowboys and the Detroit Lions.
What? Read what?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Why did you just take money from your mom's deal and put it in your deal?
A couple yards deep. And he'll get up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah, exactly.
And she put some in mine, too. Oh, this is my money now. $100.
Thank you, Dante. That was very nice of you.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Oh my God.
He'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No, but I'm saying you took it out of your mom's
The
deal.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo! Clear.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking to throw. Nix Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. 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 Check 50. Check 50. No. Check 99. Check 99. 25. Check 25.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side. Vaughn. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stay with your man.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Switch up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Sliding out
throw the ball.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
We coming. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Tighten up.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first
So
down.
everybody just a hat on a hat. I don't get that, dude.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
That's crazy, dude. What the fuck?
7 up to the 37.
Immaculate fucking block.
It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. We're going to 53.
What?
What? He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 21 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
To throw again. Nix. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give him 3 on first down.
How's everybody so
It'll
tired?
set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Seam 6.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They gonna need some therapy out
Cut.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete.
Wait, what?
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. He got 29 yards that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah,
Why? This game.
Too, right?
Why are you running into a block?
And finish off the drive? That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Dallas.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary
Let's
target.
go, Davis.
Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
I knew it was going to be an out. Come on, dude. I put flat.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a game of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
40. Here we go. Let's go, D. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check 13. Check 13. Here we go, 46. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a
What the fuck, dude?
Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
What?
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
Oh my God, dude. This stupid-ass game. Why would it send that guy? And that's
the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott.
stupid-ass game.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
33. I got one.
Off the play fake. Nix.
What? What?
Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay.
This game, dude.
Down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the run.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 26. Check 20. Check. Get it.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime.
I got the ball for. Oh
Coach.
my God, dude!
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Oh.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
What the fuck? What?
And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 17 yards on the play there. And the Cowboys
oh my God, dude.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back. Under. Switch.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Oh my God, it did it again!
A really nice game.
Man, this shit is trash. What the fuck is...
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Prescott.
Why the fuck does he keep getting mixed up, dude?
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Check back. No. Going to 53. Here we go.
1st down, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup.
Holding.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as
what?
well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Let him know. We're going to 53. Go, get out there, get out there. We're going to 53. We're going to 50.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Fucking hole, man.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep.
Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Just shy of the 5 at the 6. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
There you go.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. They'll tussle for it, and this
Why
is
did he run his route like that?
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Nix. Forced out to his left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out.
He can't do that.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
He didn't rush with 2.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott.
What? What the fuck? What?
Before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down. As
oh my God, dude.
16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there.
That Madden 20 and they are freaking doing all kinds of goofy stuff.
They were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
That's your what?
The guys on the defensive side.
Car? Oh, card? Yeah, thank you.
And made a key play.
Hike the ball.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
Dude, hike the ball.
On this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
That's stupid. They let all these motherfuckers come across the field.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go. You tighten up.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Nix.
Oh my God, dude. McKenzie is freaking terrible.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Nix in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get it down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Oh, let's go.
And off the crossbar and kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times.
He keeps rushing with two people.
First downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They can't hang with us.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Let's go, let's go.
Get it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And
wow.
Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left.
That's fucking stupid.
And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Oh, press the wrong button.
Ready, ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Look at me, zipper!
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot! 5.
2nd and 5. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago.
Go now.
Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Ready, go. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Nix. James has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4.
No! You fucking bitch! Sorry.
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
I didn't mean that.
First down going absolutely nowhere.
I
He'll lose
screwed up my whole game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
I can't believe I did that.
And what can Prescott do in the
Oh my God, dude.
For Cooper, that's complete.
Oh my God, dude.
Getting this one all the way down inside.
How come we can't cover this faggot one-on-one?
26 and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting
I
with
said it
Amari
once.
Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
On first down.
Come on, man.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Oh, he missed it! He missed it!
No good. He missed it. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
At least it'll be a tie at worst.
This defense, they did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, he almost had it.
Oh, Lord.
Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give them another shot on third down.
It might be a tie. Might mess around and lose.
There defensively, they've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On fourth down, Knicks.
No! What?
Turned away on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
What? He got out. Come on, game.
So this is certainly a tough test here.
Come on, game.
Of the rookie
There's
kicker.
no way.
We're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Cowboys, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This is bullshit, dude. How can that dude get out there?